Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and I'm just having an issue that I'm trying to deal with. Got to be upgrading, or going to be upgrading the main system here. My 10 terabyte or 10.9 terabyte hard drive, really a 12 terabyte hard drive, but after obviously formatting and setting up the drive, you really are down to 10.9. I'm running out of space. I still have 1.68 terabytes left. That's fine and dandy, but because I store all my content on stage 1, which is this system, and then move it over to the NAS, I need to expand the storage that I have. So I wanted to show you guys what I got. Also, we got some Chia plots here on this old 4 terabyte hybrid drive that I need to move over to the NAS as well. But let me show you what I got in place of it to improve this. Also, this blank SSD and these two right here are all NVMe drives. Not really good for long-term storage, but you know, obviously filled with games and different stuff like that. Maybe some VMs. But this drive is going to be added to the Predator Helios 300 laptop that I'm selling, just to give the buyer a little extra breathing room, because the stock SSD is only at 256. So the big thing we're focusing on is this drive right here, running out of room with all the content that I keep producing, and then this one right here just to get rid of it and obviously move those Chia's plots to the NAS. Let's go see what I got to take over in its place. So we actually got two renewed, Amazon renewed, which is not optimal, but I have multiple drives that are renewed from Amazon and they're running just fine. So a 20 terabyte Exos X20 from Seagate. We got two of them. So we got 40 terabytes total, replacing the 12 terabyte, well, really 10.9, and the 3 terabyte. So 40 terabyte total of long-term platter hard drives, and then the rest are going to be NVMe storage or one 2.5 inch SSD. So plenty of storage for the main system that I can carry this with me into future builds and what have you. That's what we're going to be putting in there. But first, I need to plug this into the main system, and we need to transfer over some data, and I'm going to do that by turning this into an external hard drive first. And we can do that with this guy. So there's a little adapter that plugs into the back. Got your SATA power and SATA data cable. But we do need the 5-volt connector, because this platter hard drive, while a normal 2.5 inch SSD will work just fine off of USB power, this guy is probably going to need the extra 5-volt power just to run. So I need to connect that to the main system and then start moving all the content over, and then we should be good to go to actually physically install that into this case that I need to clean up and dust out and all that good stuff. Not exactly the best situation, but there's not a lot of static I need to deal with, and I made sure to plug in everything without having a static charge on me. It's on a static bag. Everything is good to go. We got the USB connected to a 3.2 Gen 2 USB, 5-volt connected to my little ghetto lamp there. And now when we go to device manager or disk management, we can see it popping up. We're just going to set it up as a GPT for now. And then we're going to format it, give it a drive letter of some type, and then kind of go from there and then start moving things over while it's just chilling on the desk. And there it is. 18.626 gigabytes. Wow. So 20 terabyte, but we're losing almost 1.4 terabytes throughout of all of it. But simple volume, next. It's not going to be set up in RAID 1, 0, anything like that. Even though that would probably be the best. That's what my NAS is kind of configured. This just needs to hold some of my storage. We don't care about the drive letter because I'm going to change that after I swap out the drives. This is going to be my D drive, and then the second 20 terabyte is going to be my F drive. So that doesn't really matter. We're going to give it a name just so we know what it is. So we're going to go, what is it? X20, right? Because it's the Ethos, I think is what it's called. We're just going to do a quick format, finish, boom, good to go. And then that File Explorer window should open up. If not, we can go to it manually and make sure that we see the drive under this PC. And it's taking a minute, so let's give it some time. And there it is, 18.1 terabytes. So just like the 12 terabyte going down to 10.9, Our 20 terabyte went down to 18.1 terabytes total. And obviously, you know, there's going to be some conditioning going on with the drive. The system is going to manage that itself to make sure that we're not, you know, running the drive too ragged as we continue to fill it up with data. Let's see what the speeds are. Just trying to discover all the files. We're up to obviously 3.6 terabytes right now. It's going to take a minute to discover all the files, then calculate, and I can actually hear the drive inside my system working really hard. And then once it discovers all the files, which is about 10 terabytes, maybe 9 and some change, then it will actually start showing us the speeds. Here we are. We're only doing around 30, 40 megabytes per second. Nothing too crazy. It's going to take a while. Estimated time is actually a day. A little over a day, I want to say. Yeah, more than a day. It's about 9.22 terabytes, so it's going to take a hot minute. And because it's platter hard drive and not SSD speeds, obviously it's going to take longer. So we're going to let that rock and roll. I just wanted to take you along with me. 20 terabytes is about the biggest the consumer can get right now, or the end user, for, you know, the at-home space or small scale space. Obviously enterprise always outstrips what the consumer or the average small user can do. But Seagate hasn't given me any issues. I've also been running a couple X16s in the past, and they run really well. I do like the Iron Wolves. I do like Western Digital as well, but you know, those are more surveillance drives. Iron Wolf is one of my favorites. I also believe Arsenal makes a couple of drives, and they're a lot cheaper, and cheaper as in price, maybe not quality, because I do run some Arsenal drives on my NAS as well. So definitely the extra space that I need in order to continue making content for you guys, and storing it safely and soundly. Yes, I do back it up on the blockchain using Library, or the platform that is built on Library. But, you know, I always like to keep some of my original content just in case, you know, something happens for whatever reason. But definitely going to take a while, and that's pretty much it. Once that gets done and all the files get copied over, it's just a matter of, you know, shutting this down. I'm going to do a quick cleaning, dusting, all that good stuff. The SSDs actually sit behind the motherboard there, and then the platter hard drives sit vertically on this back wall that you see behind the GPU there. And so it's just shutting it down. I'm going to take the 4 terabyte drive out, take out the 10 or 12 terabyte drive, and then slap these two 20 terabytes in here, giving us plenty of room for the future. Obviously I need to clean, dust it, all that good stuff. So that's what we're going to do some basic maintenance while we upgrade the system. And the beautiful thing is when I do upgrade my internal hardware, I'll be able to take these drives with me, and I'm going to keep the 10 or 12 terabyte drive as a backup in the safe, because I don't want to lose, you know, pictures of my daughter, who unfortunately passed away in 2011, fond family memories, important documents, information, anything like that. I always like to back up, and I do have it backed up externally, but we're getting to the point that it's beyond the 1 terabyte drive that I have externally, so I have to keep backing it up to some other drives, and eventually I might get like a 5 terabyte external. But for now, this will give us the extra breathing room. I don't have to worry about it for a while, and we'll be just fine. And again, I could carry it over to a new system once I do upgrade the internal hardware. But that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and clicking this video. Nothing too exciting for you, and I do apologize for that. But please do me a favor on the way out. Hit the like button, make sure to get subscribed, hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out some of the links in the description. I'll have these linked down below if you're interested. That do provide a kickback to the channel. Take care. I'll catch you next one.